officially a dead meme here and now. We're getting into Game 5 between Cutting Edge and Nerd Esports here on Hunt, Search, and Destroy. We did just see the Breach CTF go in favor of Cutting Edge as Nerd with a huge choke going into the second half.
I mean, Nerdette were on fire, winning map number 2 and 3. Now Cutting Edge, they're back at it again, winning. Sorry, they're winning one map, and now things are tied up.
Tiger Blood. Bring back the Charlie Sheen memes, please.
Tiger Blood. Oh my God. Game number 5, though. Back at it again with the game number 5. We are done with the bad jokes now. Hunted, search and destroy whenever these.
I had my fun.
Yeah, we're trying to make it fun. It's 10 o'clock where I am. But Hunted, search and destroy. This is going to be an interesting search. Game 5. This is 2 Game 5s. This is too many Game 5s for me. Too many.
Yeah, back-to-back Game 5s here on stream. In fact, I'm going to tweet it out and make sure everybody can get here on this action. If you haven't done so yourself, make sure you head to Twitter and tweet out the Twitch channel here at the Female Pro League, and I'll give you a solid thumbs up. Good job. You did it. You followed directions.
You get a thumbs up and a warm, hearty handshake if you do.
Well, I mean, I can't promise the handshake, I'm a germaphobe, so just make sure you wash your hands beforehand and we'll think about it. But, guys, Nerd Esports versus Cutting Edge here. We're waiting for this Hunted Search and Destroy to start. The first Search and Destroy actually went in favor of drawing a blank here. Map 1 went to Cutting Edge.
250 to 140.
Went to Nerd, right? Yeah.
Nerdette took it at 6-3, so
yes, that's what happened.
Do we see the same thing happening? Actually, when we did the Riot thing, I think the other team won the search, and then Riot closed out Game 5 with the search. So let's see if that's going to happen again.
Yeah, interesting to see how these two teams play. They seem to be a bit more coordinated than the team in the last matchup that we saw. So strategies could be very different. I'm not sure if we'll see maybe some interesting weapons come out, like how we saw the smokes. Well, we saw smokes get banned, or no, cold-blooded get banned in the first series, but we didn't see any smokes come out. Interestingly enough, we did see, I think it was Denial Chica rocking that SVG. She was holding mid quite a bit on that Fringe Search and Destroy. Looks like all teams are situated on their rosters, and we should be getting ready to start it up here soon. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the show so far.
Hope everybody's enjoying everything so far. It is just a great league, and in case you guys don't know about it, we have an $8,000 prize pool for an online league, no cash entry. It's honestly amazing to bring females together for the, I don't think I've ever seen a female league that's been successful, and it's honestly been a great time so far, and we encourage you from the Female Pro League to stay in school. Do not quit school. Do not quit your job for the FPL. We want to see you be successful in all aspects of life, and hopefully these teams can start the match, because I would love to get this Game 5 started.
We found out Lemon Kiwi's a motovational speaker. Yeah, kids, stay in school.
Stay in school. I don't want to see anyone drop out.
Be a righteous person. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for having me too. Thank you very much for the invite for coming on tonight.
I mean, first time having you here. It's been a great time, Thursday night, everyone's chilling, playing some COD, talking over some video games,
I'm really happy to see that you guys didn't go out for your Thursday night and you're spending it with us playing Call of Duty. I really appreciate that. But not sure what the holdup is here with these two teams, Kiwi. Looks like we're having a little bit of issues between the two rosters here. Apparently there was a bit of issues going on in that Breach CTF where some team agreed to use something that the other team didn't agree to use, and it was just a big mess. Apparently with the sentry gun coming out, it was a bit of an issue for two teams, but hopefully we don't see any of that going into this last map, Hunted. I think that I highly doubt we're going to see anybody even build up to a sentry gun anyway, so it might not even come into play. Interested to see, in the last Hunted Search and Destroy we actually saw a 48 Dredge come out, which I find pretty interesting. Maybe we'll see something like that come again. Maybe the gloves will be off and everybody use whatever they want in this map here.
Oh, it's on. I think everyone's getting their sentries ready. Well, I don't think you'll probably see that in a search.
Yeah, I don't think a sentry is going to come out. I think we could see the Guardian come out, though, which wouldn't be a problem. That'd be interesting to see. Hold off those 2 or 3 lanes inside cave.
Oh, yeah. That cave site is the most favorable site. I think we saw one of the teams trying to go for the A side off the bat, but it's just hard to just get into that site. Finally, we're going to start this game. I'm so excited. 10 seconds left, Fox. And then we have to talk for another 5 minutes about everything they're using, and then we get to see them play.
Thank you for the countdown there, Kiwi. You're much more effective than the in-game countdown, aren't you?
Pretty much. Pretty
All right, we're going to
much.
see what the first ban is. Last time we did see Cold-Blooded go at the last second. Maybe we can see a Cold-Blooded Protect here right off the bat. But no, we're seeing a ban on the VMP. So it looks like Nerd doesn't want any part of that at all. Let's see how Hey Lovely of Cutting Edge responds. We always see something with the VMP and the M8 around the start here. It seems to be the pattern in the Female Pro League tonight. And maybe Hey Lovely just, yeah, she doesn't want to ban anything at all. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and let Sharp Bladed and Emmys get their turn this time. Maybe now we'll see something involving the M8. There it is. There's the M8 ban coming in from Emmys. Now, how is Sharp Bladed to respond?
She get the do.
I wonder if she's going to be kind and just not ban anything either. Oh, there it is. The Rapid Fire gets banned. Okay, so now we could see High Caliber get followed up by Rapid Fire. Seems to be a bit of a pattern with that. And there it is. High Caliber ends up getting banned. Now a girl needs to pick her ban. We could see maybe Smokes or Cold-Blooded as we saw earlier. We could see the SVG get banned because Denial Chica was using that quite a bit in the fringe. But no, there goes Active Camo. All right, maybe we're going to see Kinetic Armor go next. The teams kind of just seem to be responding with whatever section of equipment the other team bans.
Active Camo, Kinetic Armor. Ooh, the SVG is going to be straight up taken out. So obviously still possible to use a Locust Quick Draw. Interesting. We haven't seen that so far. Is going to be taken out as well.
All right, so Quick Draw ban, an interesting one. I feel like that kind of hurts all parties involved, as most people will be running Quick Draw. I mean, of course, there's some people on Search and Destroy that opt not to use it, but nevertheless, I wonder if we're ever going to see a Locust now that the SVG has gotten banned. That's an interesting conversation to have. I mean, the Locust, although you might get less one-hit kills, it's still a perfectly good sniper to use when you do get those one-hit kills. It's got that awesome quick handling. You know, it's a very useful weapon. We could see the PO6 come out, something that the likes of Elevate have popularized. Envious used it a bit towards the beginning of Black Ops 3. But regardless, into the Specialist draft we go.
Into the Specialist draft we go. Let's see what's interesting so far. Absolutely nothing. As Heatwave, Overdrive, Psychosis coming out of Emmy's squad, and Psychosis, Glitch, and Heatwave being matched by the Nerdette squad. So nothing interesting so far, as I think the only Specialist that was banned was the Active Camo. So
and there's
Overdrive,
the Kinetic Armor.
Kinetic Armor and Overdrive were still up to use, and obviously was being used by Emmys and Shooter.
All right, no weapons at all this time around. Just seeing all abilities for both teams. Chica rocking that Heatwave, Lovely rocking that Heatwave, basically a staple of a pick going into any game mode. I wonder if we're going to see them rock Overclock to try and get that twice in case this goes to a round 11 of some sort. We are seeing Ruins Overdrive, and that wasn't used very well in the Fringe S&D we saw earlier. She grabbed the bomb and ran to site to plant early, but she was just traded immediately after. So you got to wonder if maybe she learned a lesson and switches up from that this time around. Maybe rushes cave with it, gets in the enemy's face, aiming down sights with a sub. That could be huge.
Ooh, that would be a good strat.
We also got the Psychosis, which is useful in pretty much any situation that there's no water. So maybe playing that A bomb site instead of cave. We can see
how the clones swim?
Strategy. The clones do not swim.
Oh.
They'll just walk at the bottom of the water.
Really?
Or they'll just try to avoid going into the water at all.
Interesting. I would love to see a bunch of little cool clones swim around the pond. That'd have been cute. But Kinetic Armor not coming out.
Simply isn't there yet. We see Minnesota Mocha though rocking that glitch. And what did you want to say about Kinetic Armor here?
Oh, it wasn't on the other side of the pond here. Nerdette, and then who do we have? I'm tired. Jeez, I already forget what the team is. Cutting Edge. Sorry, Cutting Edge didn't pick a Kinetic Armor, which is interesting because it's one of your OP specialists that would win you a lot of gunfights. But Glitch, I probably would have got Kinetic Armor over Glitch 100%.
Glitch can be useful. I mean, Kinetic Armor, it all really depends. I'm a big advocate for Glitch. I like to see it more in Search and Destroy, but I mean, if you're choosing between that and Kinetic Armor, yeah, I could kind of see Kinetic Armor being more useful. Kinetic Armor can basically win you those 1v1 engagements, but Glitch can, with a little bit more finesse, you're able to set yourself up for more than just 1v1 engagements. You can set yourself up to go out in the open and sort of bait yourself out to the enemy team and then just glitch backwards and give your team that information, you know? Or you can use that to waste time in a 1v1 or any sort of 2v3, whatever your situation might be where you have that bomb down, glitch away. But let's just see how it all carries out. Enough speculation. We're getting this map 5 on the road here. Hunted Search and Destroy between Cutting Edge and Nerd Esports. If you're just tuning in, it has been a very back and forth, intense matchup here.
Yeah, it's Cutting Edge take first map, Nerdette take second and third map, Cutting Edge taking the fourth map. They're a little bit on fire from that last map. Let's see if they're going to be able to close this out in this game 5. They're going to be starting on the offensive. Who is going to be your designated bomb carrier? It is going to be Emmys once again. 4-lady push towards this B bomb site. Actually looking like a player, aka Jordan, is going to be watching this A site flank.
All right, so we're actually seeing a girl here with a very interesting class setup. She's running anti-up as her perk 2. She has a mana war with no sort of optic sight, so we'll see how that plays out in her favor. But regardless, on the other side of the map, we are going to see Lovely with 2 kills of her own. A girl getting a kill of her own as well. Now it's Sharp Bladed left in a 1 versus 4. Nobody from Nerd able to answer with a kill of their own. And it looks like Hey Lovely is able to get that bomb down.
It's not looking good for Nerdette so far, as it's a 1-on-4 situation. 30 seconds left. She's playing a little slow, able to pick up 1. That's a good start. Probably just want to work on kill streaks, to be honest. I don't expect her to clutch anything. She is going to be taken down, though, by Jordan for the final kill, as Jordan, aka Girl, and Lovely are both going to match with 2 kills each to start off their first round.
All right, with Annie up here, I've got to wonder why she would choose to use something like that over fast hands with Annie Up's bonus there being so small. Don't expect it to have too much of an impact, but we'll see how it works out for her here moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Hey Lovely on the opposing side, who is 200 points away from her HCXD, and we see that a girl is actually 100 points away from her HCXD after just getting 2 kills that round. Oh, almost got taken out there right off the start. 3 players opposing her on this bridge here. Just 1 around the corner. And she's going to die off of her streaks. Now, 3 versus 3 situation. Lexi finds 1 player in the water. Jen, what's going to happen next? Is this bomb going to go down, or will she be taken out?
She is going to get the bomb down, though. 3-on-2 situation. Mocha and Lovely trying to charge into the site. Mocha losing that gunfight to Chica. Now Lovely left on a 1-on-3 situation. Not looking good for her, but she's sneaking around this water site, maybe getting a defuse. Who's around the corner? That is going to be, I think that was Chica, I'm not sure, but wasn't able to finish off the last kill.
Don't challenge this. No! What game is this?
What is this?
What?
What?
Excuse me. There's no reason that something like that should happen.
How did she just jump? That was like some Halo Ninja stuff that just happened. Like, waiting.
She could have defused the bomb like 3 times now. Like, this game could have been over. Oh no, she's on her streaks and she's running around. Oh no, I would have. Do not agree with that play. Definitely could have played a bit smarter for her score streaks, but we're actually seeing 6th Sense come out of Lexi. So she's able to spot players before they're even seen on her screen. So expect her to know if anybody's nearby at all.
This is some interesting uses of perks in this game so far. Nerdette are going to be now on the defensive. So let's jump once again on board with the offensive. Emmy's most likely going to be your bomb carrier. And they're actually going to switch it up with Mocha, who's 0-1 right now. Emmy's also 0-2. Lovely putting the team on her back, who's also controlling the HCXD. Trying to recon around. She's going to find 1 player, doesn't want to be shot. Let's see if she can pick up this kill with the RCXD, and she obviously cannot. Still a 4-on-4 situation.
Here we have Lexi swimming through this water towards cave. Has that 6th Sense, so she knows that someone's nearby in the water, pre-aiming before she even spots her. Takes out Emmys. Now, 4 versus 3. 6th Sense really working wonders for Lexi right now. They're able to trade back. 3 versus 2. Lovely and a girl need to make something happen, but Chica gets 2 kills, and Lovely responds with 1 of her own. Bomb defuse coming in from Lexi, and Lovely is nowhere to be found. This round is going to be won by Nerd.
Most likely is now. Nerdette pick up another round. Lovely 6-1. Emmys and Mocha still have not found a kill yet. Jordan, aka Girl, also has 2, and Chica putting the team on her back with 4-1. Shooter, surprisingly, the god of all the other respawns, has not yet found a kill in 3 rounds.
Yeah, definitely having a very rough start to this match, no doubt. With Shooter being the MVP of her squad so far this match, you gotta wonder why nothing has come her way. On the other side of things, Minnesota Mocha, Emmys, still not a kill to be found for them either, as Lovely is taking them all at 6-1.
And Lexi leading the charge here with the bomb, switching up bomb carriers. She's 3-1, also has some kill streaks ready. HTXD is going to be scoping out this bomb site.
Right here, you want her to call in that counter UAV so she can get the bonus points if that HCXD gets a kill and she can get her dart, but she does not do that. And we could see a bomb plant go down here soon, but they're not aware that we actually saw Cutting Edge pretty much do this entire bomb site open except for one person. That's Emmys, who gets taken out. Now, a dart coming into play soon from Lexi as she is fully streaked out. 50 seconds left on the clock. One player just outside of the cave. How will they respond?
And also, because of Lexi's Sixth Sense, she was able to spot that Cutting Edge. Well, not spot, but literally get told there's a player of Cutting Edge in the water that probably could have got a nice kill if it wasn't for that Sixth Sense. Now the bomb is going to be down. Lexi left on a 1-on-3 Mocha. Huge kills coming out of her. A girl able to finish off that last kill and get the defuse.
Sixth Sense wasn't enough right there. Wasn't able to spot the player just behind her who's also running anti-up. Just 50 points away now from that HCXD.
Get ready for the next round.
Going into our 5th round here, we're all knotted up between Nerdette and Cutting Edge in our Game 5.
And your final kill cam is going to be brought to you by Jordan shooting Lexi in the butt. And now things are all evened up 2-2 apiece, and things are going to be switching on over. Did you remember seeing anybody with any kill streaks or anything? Did anyone earn the HCXD yet?
We do have Lexi fully streaked out. We also, I think, have one other HCXD. Oh no, we have two players actually close to HCXD, both Lovely and a girl. Whoa, Minnesota Mocha's actually pretty close there too.
And now, the counter UAV is going to be up. And now Emmys is going to be your bomb carrier, rocking the Pharaoh with laser sight. Interestingly enough, heading possibly over to this A bomb site. A sharp blade is going to be first blooded by Mocha.
Minnesota Mocha just 50 points away from, or I'm sorry, not Minnesota Mocha, excuse me, a girl 50 points away from her score streak. She's just sitting back here trying to watch the flank and hold cuts for her team as they move into the A bomb site with the bomb. Here's the Pharaoh with the red dot coming into play, trying to pop some shots off on this player in the back of the spawn. Lost her for a second though. One fell to their death. Bit of a weird situation here, but Emmys is able to take out Chica hiding in that corner.
Now, Lovely and Emmys need to stick together to possibly get this bomb plant at A or opt to rotate to this B bomb site. It's looking like Emmy is going to quickly head over to this B site. She should probably get a free bomb plant. She's able to go there. And now Lexi and Shooter need to figure out where this bomb is being planted. And they're looking like they're also going to be rotating to this B bomb site. Is Emily going to get this bomb down in time? And she doesn't. Shooter is able to stop the bomb plant.
All right, 1 versus 2. Lexi and Shooter. Lovely has to go absolutely huge right here within 5 seconds. She's going to decide to get the bomb down. Definitely a big play because no one even checked the bomb until just now. But there it is, Lexi able to stop Lovely just as she goes for it. I would have preferred that she went for the kill there. I don't think that they're dumb enough to just not look at the bomb again, especially since Lexi was able to spot her just before she crouched down to put it away. With that Sixth Sense, you're not getting by her one bit.
And I mean, Lexi and Chica, both 5 kills each, and Lovely on the other side of Cutting Edge, 7 and 2. Let's see, does Lovely have, well, she has her Heat Wave ready, but no streaks yet. So, 3-2 advantage for Nerdette as they're now on the offensive side. Lexi, your bomb care has the dart and the HCXD ready. Not going to be using the HCXD to scope out this B bomb site. Once again, there is going to be a player from Cutting Edge that's coming up here, Emmys. But got to remember that Lexi has her, actually Lexi killed herself there, has a Sixth Sense.
There's the HCXD. Probably could have just jumped and killed her there without actually killing herself, but regardless, she is going to get the kill. Bomb picked up by Sharp. And we are going to see Shooter and Sharp in a 2 versus 3 situation if they're deciding to rotate bomb sites. One player there to cut them off, though. Getting tagged out, that's going to be Lovely on a nice head glitch. Not able to finish the kill. She's going to opt to back down and maybe regroup with her teammates there.
Is Sharp-bladed and Shooter left and in a 2-on-3 situation.
They're trapped.
They are trapped. They have another player. It is Lovely around the corner, possibly hearing them run around. Let's see if she's able to pick up that kill. She has the XR2. She is going to be traded, though, by Sharp-bladed. 2-on-2 situation. Sharp-bladed has 25 seconds left to go to this A site, but now the Cutting Edge players know that this would be most likely the site they are going to be planning at with the short amount of time they have left. Sharp-bladed looking to scope this, this site out, also has the glitch ready, and the bomb is going down.
All right, bomb's just about to go down here, but oh, there it is. Just as it goes down, she's taken out. Now, Minnesota Mocha left in a 1 versus 1. It's going to be Shooter, one of the better players here on Nerd, one of the players to watch for sure. Bomb's defused, and the round is over.
The round is over, 3-3 apiece. It's been very back and forth. Jordan, aka Girl, bringing you your final kill cam on the defuse, or actually on the planner, Sharp-bladed, as she gets completely destroyed there, right in front of you. switching things off. Looking at the stats, nothing really interesting as long as Lexi and Chica have the team still on their back as well as Lovely. And now Minnesota, Mocha is going to be your bomb carrier.
6 rounds into the map, and we are just seeing both teams go back and forth, looking like a very long and tedious game 5 here. We are seeing Emmy's pushing up in Cave. Laser sight on the Pharaoh, one of the best close-range submachine guns in the game currently. She's working her way towards that overdrive. She's going to get it so soon. Just 1 kill should net that for her. Shots going down on bridge. Lovely just going to reload and back right off, maintaining that middle map control alongside a girl. 1 player falls off on the wall run. Chica gets a kill on Mocha. 3 versus 3, though, to even it up.
3 on 3, and a girl is going to be taken out by the pistol of Shooter. And gonna jump on board on here where she's also on a 3-kill streak, just a little bit off the HCXD. Is she able to pick up Emmy? Run away! And she's able to pick up that kill, also earning the HCXD. Chica picking up the bomb, and Lovely left on a 1-on-2.
Shooter running out to avoid being traded there as she is working on her way towards score streaks. There we go, able to turn and burn, finish off 1 player, and hit that defuse. That's going to bring Nerd up 4-3. Can Cutting Edge answer back with a round of their own? Which is what we've seen as the pattern. The pattern has been so far. Shooter also just 50 points away from being fully streaked out here. That would be huge and dangerous for Cutting Edge for this match.
There's been a lot of plants as well, too. Lexi with 2 plants, Emmy's with 1, and Mocha with 2. So this has been a successful offensive rounds for everybody, minus, you know, this round where there was a defuse. But switching things over, Cutting Edge now, it's their turn to bring things back. They're on the defensive, so hopefully this is going to be more in their favor.
All right, Chica with the bomb is going to be entering towards Cave. She does have that Locust in her back pocket with Overkill. She also has Heat Wave, so she just needs to decide here what she wants to do. Does she want to let the HCXD go ahead of her, or is she going to snipe over top of it? Keeps the Kuda in her hands. Interesting decision there to keep the Kuda out.
The HCXD was not able to find any kills, but at least able to recon. There are some players at that back cave, and Mocha needs to sort of push a little bit more, as she did just let the bomb get planted right in front of her.
All right, and here we are. I'm going to go on board with Lexi, who is rocking that 6th sense and is able to communicate to her team if anybody's coming. But no, she can't win the gunfight, so Lovely will shut her down. Lovely hopping towards the water here. Currently 10-4, best in the lobby at the moment. Chica able to take down Minnesota Mocha. Denial Chica is traded instantly. Sharp trades Emmy. So many trades going back and forth. Sharp in a gunfight gets 2 kills in a row. That's a girl that is able to take down Shooter 1 versus 1, and she has Glitch. This situation is certainly in her favor. Psychosis! Oh no! She gets spooked by the Psychosis, and the defuse comes in from a girl. Cutting Edge is able to answer right back. Nothing but back and forth here today, Lemon Kiwi.
I'd be a little confused too. Why are these people running past me? Do they know I'm here? Is that really her running past me? And that's what sucks about Psychosis. You get really confused by all the people running around. And at least she chose to run with the Psychosis clones. But you know, clones are so unreliable. You remember that one clip with Sharp where the clones ran into the complete other direction in a search and destroy?
Yep. Bit of a rough moment there for sure.
Sometimes they're just not reliable. 4-4 apiece though. It's been a very back and forth game as Lovely is earning her double-digit kill there with 10-5.
Okay, so here we go. Bit of a delayed start here from Chica. Switching classes and moving towards Cave. Looks like we're seeing a 4-man push coming from Cutting Edge. Bomb Carrier not leading the charge for once. Let's see if there's an Overkill class coming in from Denial Chica, actually. She's not running an Overkill class this time. Let's see if anyone's running Overkill this time around. Since it is available, you would imagine someone would try to make use of that. We are seeing smokes with a girl, though. She's not using her smokes just yet. A girl opens up with that opens up with that HCXD kill. Bomb goes down. 35 seconds left on the clock here. Someone's got to get that defuse here soon. A girl is not even able to get the kill inside Cave. There we go. Emmys is able to do so.
Now Sharp-Bladed left on a 1-on-4, picks up 2 on a girl, and Mocha has the bomb that she could defuse. Unfortunately, gets shot in the back by Emmys, who picks up that final kill. Now putting Cutting Edge only up by 1 round, but this has been a pretty back and forth game so far. Are we going to see a round 11 game 5? I don't know if my heart can take it.
Yep, just 1 round away, but we have seen back and forth all the way up until this point, so it certainly could go that way as teams just continue to win those offensive rounds.
And now things are switching on.
Actually, no, lose offensive rounds because of so many diffuses, right?
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of diffuses, and now Chica gonna be handling the bomb for the Nerdette squad, and we might possibly see an A push as she's rocking the Locust, almost able to pick up that player over at the B site.
Whiffs the pick, that's gonna bite, and we're gonna see Lexi still answer with a kill onto a girl. Let's see. Looks like there might be a flank coming in from behind. Yep, that's going to be Emmy's on the flank with her Pharaoh. Thought she saw someone. Nobody's home, though. Minnesota Mocha is going to go down. It's looking slow for Emmy's unless she's able to get this 1v3. It's going to be around 11.
I'm not ready for it. Emmy's.
And there it is, Game 5, Round 11. Ladies and gentlemen, both teams successfully going back and forth round for round here. We're seeing awareness come from Sharp-Bladed, hearing players a mile away, running through the site with their woes, and here we are.
Oh my
god.
You're so drunk.
Oh!
Oh, back
Zinger!
Bazinga. Anyway, round 11.
Here we go.
We're so hyped for this. Nerdette is going to be on the defensive, at least a little bit more of a favorable side. Mocha is going to be your designated bomb carrier. Hopefully going towards this B side. We have a two-lady push towards B side and two-lady push towards sort of watching over the middle of the map. Both teams are going to be playing this slow. Chica from the side of Nerdette is watching over this cave side and has the HTXD looking to scope.
All right, I'm trying to see if we can find any sort of six. There we go. Lexi still rocking the 6th Sense, running towards bridge. But that's going to be Sharp with the opening engagement, trying to see if we see any other interesting perks coming from these teams. 2 players go down for cutting edge. Bomb carrier still alive on site. She has glitch, could go for the plant. If she goes for the plant, she can glitch away if she gets shot at while planting it, and that would be huge for the team. Glitch away now! Oh no, you gotta be ready for something like that. 1 player hopping on the defuse. A girl has to go absolutely huge within the next within the next few seconds here. She stops moving.
No! Did she stop it? No!
She slowed down. She was just taking a stroll in the park.
Oh no. When you have a 3-lady advantage like that, you gotta know that they're gonna go on the defuse like that. And even then, just... that was just so disappointing. Nerdette, though, able to close out this round 11, game 5, 6-5 to start, to just finish out the series. That was intense.
Definitely an intense series, back and forth all the way to that round 11 in game 5. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Fox, joined by my lovely co-caster, Lemon Kiwi. Thank you very much for having me on tonight.
I mean, it's been awesome having you on so far. It's been a very long night, to say the least. I think we supposedly started at 6-ish. It's almost 10:30, so this was way longer than we wanted it to be. And then just to update, Excellence won their hardpoint, 250-162. And we're not going to be streaming that last matchup because it's late and we're tired. And it's like hella delayed as they were supposed to be starting like ages ago. So they're going to play out their match off stream and, you know, follow the follow the Twitch, but follow the Twitter Female Pro League to be updated with all the scores and stuff like that. And follow my lovely and so awesome co-caster, Rondez Fox. Follow him. He's awesome.
Thank you very much, my friends, for being here to support me. And all my supporters in the chat, hello. Thank you very much for being here and tuning in and supporting the show. An intense Game 5, Round 11. There's some interesting things coming out at the end there. Awareness and 6th Sense really being the deciding factor in a lot of different situations. But it's going to be the end of the series. Thank you very much, Lemon Kiwi, for being here. And thank you all for tuning in.
All right. Have a good night, guys. That's the end of the stream. We have our streams Thursdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in for that. FemaleProLeague.com is going to have your schedules if you want to check out who's playing. But have a good night, guys. That's all we have.